What is up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of our flagship program this week in Perfect Team. I'm, of course, your host, Chris Jardine, a.k.a. Snaggle J, Director of Live Content Services for Out of the Park Baseball. And boys, oh boys, listen, chat, I know sometimes we have a checkered relationship, but I have been hyping up the face of the franchise program since March 9th. I told you guys it was going to be fantastic, and now the day is finally here as we will kick off our face of the franchise program, missions, content. I don't even know what we're calling it anymore, but it's going to be awesome. We will be revealing the first 5 teams. I am literally shocked that nobody called me out on who the first team was going to be, as if it was ever any doubt which team we're going to reveal first. It should not be a surprise. But the other 4 teams will be a surprise. If you guys, we put out a little primer video. Yes, we're definitely doing the Jays first. We put out a little primer video yesterday to kind of give you guys, because we are doing some things differently with the face of the franchise program, but we will review that now because I am a nice guy. So, like we do with all mission rewards, they will be revealed in 6 sets every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks we will have new face of the franchise content, with the last culmination being September 24th. The final set will have 5 teams. In addition to the 5 teams, it will also have 6 divisional rewards and 2 overall rewards as well. Obviously, the reveals are going to take place right here every second Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on This Week at Perfect Team, with my beautiful face yelling at you to tell you how awesome they are. The missions, this is a big change. The missions will go live 57 minutes from now. After the stream at 10 p.m. Eastern, you will be able to complete the missions tonight, which is awesome. That's the first time I've ever done that. And also, for the first time ever, the rewards are also available in packs. And again, they are not in packs until 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So let's be clear. These cards are not in packs now. What's going on, guys? Simple Hunter, what's up, dude? They are not available in packs until 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So you have 2 ways to get these cards. You can complete the missions, or you can get lucky and find them in a pack. So now, just so we're clear, they are all perfect 100 rewards, so the odds of you pulling them in a pack are not great, but they are available in packs. Also, please keep in mind, only the 30 face of the franchise cards will be in packs. The divisional rewards and the overall rewards, the only way to get them is through the missions. Yes, as always, if you have unopened packs and you wait till after 10, you're good to go. You have a chance to pull them, because the cards are only generated when you open the pack, not when you get it. Moncton Fisher Cat set? Hell no. Come on. So again, the 30 face of the franchise cards, no, just the 5 that are being revealed. What hat am I wearing? I'm wearing a Jays hat. And last but not least, this is the most important point. To unlock the divisional or the overall rewards, you must complete the missions. You have to complete the mission. What am I drinking? It's cherry bubbly. No, strawberry bubbly. I lied. You must complete the missions. Just simply pulling the cards, not good. Is there a giveaway tonight? Absolutely. There will be after. So there you go. So again, I know you guys don't like change. I know you guys don't like change, right? Which is why we put out the video yesterday, which is why we're covering this again. But you will end up, yes, if you pull one in a pack and complete the mission, you'll get a duplicate, but you can sell either of them. Obviously, the mission rewards are sellable just like always. Guys, one thing I will not tolerate, and I am not in the mood for, is people in chat telling me how to run the stream. I've allowed it to go on for weeks and weeks. I have a job to do. Explaining this stuff is important. If you don't like it, then mute the stream until you see a card appear. Because if I don't explain it, then my DMs 10 minutes from now are going to be filled with all the questions I'm trying to answer. Okay? I'm just trying to do my job. Please don't backseat stream, because if I see it again, you're going to get banned. I just want to make sure, guys. I really want to make sure. I know we've been doing missions the same for over a year since we had them. So I really want to make sure that, because we're changing things up, that everybody knows what's going on. Because when we announced the primer video yesterday, there was a lot of questions. And earlier today, I was trying to, answer some questions in the Discord. So I just want to make sure everybody knows what's going on, because what I don't want to have happen is when these go live in 50 minutes, people panicking because they're not sure what's happening. That's really what I'm trying to avoid. What I'll do, guys, as we go through this, we'll do the reveal. And then in old school This Week in Perfect Team fashion, I will leave a few minutes. I will leave a few minutes at the end of the stream. If you guys want to do a little Q&A once we do the reveal. Once we do the reveal, I'll do a little Q&A at the end. Not just limited to this. If you guys have other general questions, just like we used to do regularly. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, all right, here we go. I know. Everyone is ready. Everybody is ready. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys have no idea how long I have been waiting to show people these cards. It has been 6 months of planning and sitting here going, ah. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our first face of the franchise. And obviously, you guys know it is going to be a Toronto Blue Jay. So first up, I give you Toronto Blue Jays face of the franchise, Roberto ALOMAR. 94 contact, 86 gap power, 85 power, 78 eye, 81 avoid Ks, 86 speed, and 85 stealing, with 103 defense at second base. 83 range. 83 range? I mean, I know we got to give in somewhere, but 83 range? Where's Matt? Somebody get Matt on the horn. This is my remote. No, I'm kidding. 83. Well, Matt wants to fix that. 100 infield error, 77 arm. A very eclectic splits. Contact pretty even. Gap power is better against righties. Power better against lefties. Eye and avoid Ks better against righties. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And obviously, we have a little bit of a different card art. That is the actual card art as well. All of the face of the franchise cards will have that particular banner on it. Excuse me. As always, big ups to Daniel, who does all of our artwork and stuff. Another amazing little thing that we've done, similar to how we did with the Team of the Decade cards last year. Oh, by the way, I see people talking about it in the chat. First of all, the guessing contest, I have not finished processing all of the entries yet, but right now the clubhouse leader was 20 out of 30. There are almost 400 entries, so obviously I still have a lot of them to go through, but so far the clubhouse leader is 20 out of 30, which is, I was quite surprised. And so far, there is one team that not a single person has guessed the reward. So there you go. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Toronto Blue Jays face of the franchise is second baseman. Yeah, I don't want to tell people the winner because if somebody ends up getting like 25 or 30, guaranteed that person is probably going to spoil. So we've decided to withhold the winner until they are all revealed, to protect the integrity of the set. Okay, so there you go. Roberto Alomar is in there. Who did we do next? I don't even remember what order I put them in, chat. That's maybe dangerous. Oh, yes, I'm sure there'll be stats breakdowns after the contest is over. So Roberto Alomar is number one. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, is from the Los Angeles Angels, California Angels, Anaheim Angels, Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, Anaheim Angels, Chuck Finley. 102 stuff, 77 movement, 79 control. Splits, obviously, more slotted towards the lefties. Three pretty solid pitchers with the fastball, curveball, and changeup, 95 and 100, respectively. Whoo, baby. The Anaheim Angels of Anaheim, the California Angels, the Angels, the Angels in the outfield. 88 stamina, 84 hold runners as well. Chuck Finley, obviously, a very key part of those 90s Angels teams. Big, dominant lefty. That is not Garrett Anderson. Hold on. Let me have a look. No, it's not Garrett Anderson. Sorry. Sorry, Dan O'Mac. It is not, it's not Garrett Anderson. It is Chuck Finley. Chuck Finley is your face of the franchise for the Los Angeles Angels. Next up, this one's a big one, chat. I gotta look and see. Hang on. I gotta remember what the order is so that I know in the proper order to hype them. Yes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you may remember this card from the Discord a few weeks ago. I shared the splits. There were a lot of guesses as to who it might be. Well, I'm about to tell you who it is. Because next up, we have from the Kansas City Royals, face of the franchise, George Brett. 110 contact, 111 gap power, 114 power, 72 95 avoid Ks. Pretty solid defense at third base. 82 familiarity, 80 range, 54 air, 88 arm, 78 turn. You can even turn a little double play. Maybe put him at the Keystone, put him at short. Oh, you might be able to move him around a little bit, but there you have it, George Brett. Obviously, look out righties. 116, 120 with 100 avoid Ks against righties. Yikes. Righties are going to be in for it big tough against George Brett, who is the face of the franchise for the Kansas City Royals. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get our old giveaway underway. 3 prizes of 10,000 perfect points. 10,000 perfect points apiece. 3 prizes of 10,000 perfect points apiece. Exclamation point ticket in the chat, as we have 3 on the board and we have 2 more rewards to go tonight, and they are both, listen, one of them, we'll talk about the last reward in a minute. as people are putting their exclamation ticket in the chat. Let's move on to the next one. We have another pitcher on tap, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this particular pitcher has had some special editions in the past, some pretty good cards in the game, but this one definitely takes the cake. The face of the franchise from the where's one moment, folks. Rich Grisham to the chat, please. Rich Grisham to the chat, please. Thank you. From the New York Mets, Tom Seaver. 123 stuff, 88 movement, 94 control. Fastball, sinker, curveball, slider, changeup with 94 stamina. What an absolutely filthy looking card. Hey, Nicolino, now that you're one of us, you can't ask for Mookie anymore, bud. Sorry. No internal card requests. Sorry to have to do that to you, buddy. Yeah, look at those splits against right-handed pitchers. Dave, before Finley was Alomar. Alomar for the Jays. Obviously, we led off with the Jays. 128, 91, 97 against righties, which is absolutely foolish. And again, this card's going to do pretty much everything you want. Again, this is going to be absolutely ludicrous of a card to get. Going to be foolish. So there you have it. The face of the franchise for the New York Mets is none other than Tom Seaver. Again, guys, the giveaway is still open. Yeah, maybe I wasn't supposed to say that, but anyway, whatever. You know, we break all the news here on GWIPT. Executive decisions. I can't be controlled, chat. I can't be controlled. It's one of those things. Exclamation point ticket in the chat if you haven't already, guys. Here's the big thing. You can't win perfect points if you're not in the draw. Okay? Simple as that. If you don't type exclamation point ticket at least once, you can't. Well, only once. Not at least once, for the love of God. Only once. Then you're in. So get in there. Now. Here's the thing. As we get to the last card, I don't really want to call them a main event because I feel like all 30 of these face of the franchise cards are... well, Dave, I don't own a hat of every team. In fact, I don't own a hat of this next team. I could have put a Mets hat on. But here's the thing. All 30 of these cards are really amazingly fantastic. We've already laid the gauntlet down with 4. We've got 26 more that are pretty much just like this. I can't wait for you guys to see them. But there's one card in particular that I when I picked it, I knew the stigma. I knew the stigma around this particular player. He's never going to be good in perfect team. He doesn't work in perfect team. He's never had a good card. He'll never have a good card. OOTP doesn't know what to do with them. Don't know how to make his stats realistic. It haunts me. This particular player, since the inception of Perfect Team 19, has haunted me in the community. Because all I've ever seen about this particular player is the negative feedback that he just doesn't work to how he was in real life. So I said, you know what? We're going to make him the face of the franchise for literally his nickname. His nickname is the franchise. And we're going to make him be as good as he was in real life. So, ladies and gentlemen, our final face of the franchise this evening is none other than Mr. Padre, Tony Gwynn. 120 contact, 96 gap power, 72 power, 69 eye, 98 avoid Ks, 67 speed, and 101 defense rating in right field with 92 range, 75 error, and 75 arm. Obviously, the splits, pretty much, again, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. 3 points higher contact against righties, 20-point higher gap power against righties, 6-point higher power against lefties, 15-point higher eye against righties, and a 3-point higher eye or avoid Ks against righties. So a little bit more power against lefties. Contact and avoid Ks is pretty even. Again, the one thing that has haunted me from the beginning of Perfect Team is that, quote unquote, there has never been a good Gwynn card. Can't say that anymore, chat, because this Gwynn card is absolutely foolish. So there you have it, folks, ladies and gentlemen, our first batch of face of the franchise cards. Roberto Alomar for the Toronto Blue Jays, Chuck Finley from the Angels, Tom Seaver from the Mets, Tony Gwynn from the Padres, and George Brett from the Kansas City Royals. Again, if you missed it in the early beginning of the stream, these missions to collect these cards will go live in 37 minutes at 10 p.m. Eastern, give or take, plus or minus 2 minutes. And they will be available in packs at the same time as well. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Now, a few things I want to mention. Guys, by the way, if you guys want to get in the giveaway, yes, Rich is streaming tonight. Rich will be here in 37 minutes streaming. If you guys want to enter the giveaway, you have a minute to do so. Exclamation point ticket in the chat, and then we're going to draw it and give away. Now, I see people asking what the composition is going to be for the missions. Each reward has at least each franchise has at least 6 prerequisite missions that must be completed. You guys will see what they are, and then you guys will know the pattern. Why are Seaver and Brett the team logo? Because for the 70s, we don't have silhouettes for the 70s. Each franchise will have a minimum of 6 prerequisite missions. Now, I posted in the Discord earlier today that I wanted you guys to know what sort of things you guys are going to be able to get away. Let me go see if I can find my comment here real quick, because I didn't copy it, of course, because why would I have been smart and actually write down? So there are 31 face of the franchise missions that you will be able to do tonight. If you do them all, you will get all 5 of these face of the franchise cards, 10 regular packs, 11 gold packs, 14 historical packs, and 13 diamond packs. So that is 48 potential packs that you will be able to get, and the 5 face of the franchise cards by completing the missions. So again, there's going to be lots of stuff to do. There's going to be missions for everybody. You'll see them once they go live. There is definitely going to be missions that everybody's going to be able to complete for sure and walk away with something. And again, you might get lucky and pull one of these in a pack as well, because they're going to be available. Guys, you have 10 seconds left to enter the giveaway, and then we're going to draw it. Again, exclamation point ticket in the chat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The giveaway is closed. Usually you need to restart your client, but the thing is that it will probably coincide with the sim going through. So if the sim goes through, you should be okay. All right, guys, the giveaway is closed. The giveaway is closed. As always, if you win the giveaway, either whisper us on Twitch or DM me, Chris, live content in the Discord, and I will get you those 10,000 points. I need your perfect team username and the proper capitalization and your team name for confirmations. Congratulations to P. Grover 67, your kidneys, and Deftone TX. Congratulations, P. Grover, your kidneys. I don't know why your kidneys isn't showing up in the chat, but it is here. Hold on. I will show everybody so everybody can see. Just a second. There you go. I don't want everyone thinking that the bot is... There it is right there, in case it didn't show up in the chat. Don't want anybody thinking there's any kind of shenanigans. So, again, thank you guys so much for getting in on the giveaway. And like I said, for those winners, make sure you holler at me either in the Whispers or in the Discord. Okay, guys. So what I'm going to do real quick is I do have a few minutes right now. So if you guys have any questions, we're going to open up the questions. I will try to answer as many of them as I can. Does not have to be face of the franchise related. Can be perfect team related if you like. So if you guys have any questions, I'll hang around for a few minutes. And how was my day? My day was great until about 2 hours ago when I got stung by multiple hornets while trying to move some tables for my sister's wedding. Where did I get stung? On the lower right calf multiple times. How many windows were in my childhood house? I have no idea. Who's my personal favorite player of all time? Great question. Pujols is up there. Pujols comes to mind. Halladay, Pedro, Big Unit, Frank Thomas. That'd be my 5. Let's see. I'm going to try to do what I can. Is Pat Burrell going to be the... no, Pat Burrell's terrible. How's it feel to have a Gwyn? I'm glad. Murder Hornets? I don't think so. Will a player ever be in the mission themselves? You mean, like, for example, will you need Peak SEAVER to complete the Mets? You won't need these. Okay, so that's a great question because for the team of the decade, we did not do that. Existing cards for these players will be possibilities in the missions. That is a bit of a difference. That's a great question from M Trivial. So, like, for example, Brett could be a possibility in the Royals collections. Any news on OOTP Go? I got nothing. Team's working on it. I've seen some stuff. It's looking good, but that's all I can really say about it right now. How do they get Teflon to stick to the bottom of the pan? I don't know. Any packs or points discounts coming? You guys know I can't talk about sales until they happen. Do the cards act in when you buy packs or when you open them? When you open them. Just the 5 missions tonight. There's 31 total. Oh wait, who's Pedro Martinez? Mathaus, you got your messages separated. Can we win these in tournaments? No. Will there ever be OTP exchange sets? Not something that we're actively working on right now. Most underrated cards in the game right now? It's not really my department. Some of the guys who might be in like the Diamond and Perfect Leagues might be able to answer that, but I don't spend enough time in it, to be honest, to answer that question with any sort of, accuracy. I will develop superpowers. Oh my geez. For noobs like you who just got into it when on Game Pass, are these events kind of the end game? This is sort of like our upper tier rewards. That's kind of where we're at right now. These are going to be some of the better face of the franchise cards. Are going to be some of the better cards in the game. We're starting to get towards the peak of the mountain a little bit. Will live cards be in the missions? You'll find out in about a half hour. Okay, well, you know what? I will tell... Yes, okay, I will answer that. In order to complete the face of the franchise missions, you must complete the live mission for that team. Any talk about making older mission cards available in packs? No. Not saying that we won't, just saying there isn't any talk about it. Last year, you needed 2 Babe Ruth cards to get perfect Ruth? I believe so. Can we avoid the Cap Ants and fire sale then? Perhaps. Year card, not peak. Will there be tournaments that these cards will be rewards in the future? Possibly. Hitman, we haven't discussed that yet, but again, similar to what we did with Team of the Decade last year, guys, I know I'm way behind on questions already. Since we did the Team of the Decade ones last year, it is possible we may do it in the future after the mission programs are completed. Scale of 1 to Pat Burrell, how good is OTP Go going to be? I haven't played it. I just know what I've seen, but it's going to be a 37. What's the longest you've had a Slinky without breaking it? 8 minutes. Will there be new cards for upcoming missions? No. The Face of the Franchise missions are what's in the game right now. We're not releasing new cards for them like we did for Team of the Decade. It's all cards that are currently available in the game. Are the odds for the Face of the Franchise cards the same as a historical 100? Yes. Is Jerry my favorite Discord user? I mean, he's okay. I got no issues with Jerry. Everyone in Discord is my favorite. You guys are all great. Can you talk about Chris Sale before it happens? Sure. He's hurt. Is he better? I don't know. Cole Tucker's to complete. How difficult was it to not have any Yankees tonight? Wasn't too bad. Who's the player? Why is it Pedro? I like Pedro. Pedro's cool. Pedro be in my top 5, like I said. Will there be a new batch of tourney SE? We are planning a we are planning to do like a second batch of tournament SE cards. I don't have an ETA when it's going to be done, but it is something that we're going to be working on. Is Chris Jericho the best color guy since Heenan? Yes. Are there any other new cards to these missions? Answered that one. When you plan out the cards for each year's release, do you plan the release of 100s this way? I don't know the ratings when I go in. It doesn't really work like that. But yes, there is a mountain climber methodology to it. KK Fitz. Can we get a mullet mission? Sure. Is there any talk about putting a sell now option in the auction house? No, not really. Because it would require we revamp how the auction house operates. Will there ever be player-to-player trading? No, I don't think so. Most card collecting games that have trading have eliminated it. Madden being the prime example of that for a variety of reasons. Do I own a cat? We have 2 cats. Did you miss the giveaway? Yes. Who is leading the Perfect League? I don't know. Can you answer my question? I probably missed it, Sir Wahoo. If you want to pop it at the bottom, I might be able to see it again. I know I'm super way behind. I like the clear franchise to qualify for FOF. Chris equals death to Slinky's confirmed. Which franchise has your favorite face card? I'm not going to answer that because of the answers I gave to the previous question of who my favorite players are. I see what you guys are trying to do there. When do we find out the divisional and overall rewards? The divisional and overall rewards will be revealed on the 24th with the last batch. Are there special edition cards needed to complete these missions? No. With the exception, the exception is Player of the Month. Player of the Month cards will be in these missions. Those are the only special edition cards that will be part of Face of the Franchise missions. Regular SE cards will not be. First-time listener, first-time player of the last week. What is your opinion on Facebook Baker? I'm Baker? Never heard of him. How's the salmon run? Not that great. Water's been really low. Are there going to be live cards once the season starts? Yes. The particulars of which, I don't know. We're still working on it. Is it 15 pitchers, 15 batters? No. Live cards changing weekly. We had intended to switch to bi-weekly anyway. That was our plan. We were going to be switching to bi-weekly anyway. So that's probably what we're going to stick with. It's been a few weeks since Alex's promotion. Is he due for another one soon? I don't think so. But that's not my department. You have to talk to Rich. But, no, I'm kidding. Alex is great. Always hanging out. Great support guy. If you guys need help, go at him. Will the live card ratings change? No, not every week. Every 2 weeks was the plan. As far as I know, that is still the plan. What am I going to do for 30 minutes? I have no idea. Keep asking me questions. First time listener, first play. Well, live cards for players who are opting out, such as David Price. Will live cards for players who are opting out, such as David Price, be removed from packs and removed from team sets? No. They're going to be treated as if they're injured, which means they stay and their ratings will just remain what they are now. Can you call in for work for you tomorrow? Sure. Is Mookie Wilson the overall reward? Cannot confirm or deny. Will the existing live missions count? Or no, if you completed the existing live mission, it counts. The original 30 missions. Are the filters for the auction house intentionally limited? No, it's something that's ever evolving. It's definitely high on our list of things that we would like to make better, add to, and make a little more functional in the future. How much is too much for a ballpark hot dog? $4. I know that's low, but I ain't paying more than $4 for a hot dog. Come on. Is next week more Boys of Summer? No. Next week is trade deadline. Trade deadline next week. What's the biggest change you can remember ever happening with a live card? Ooh. Some of those relievers took bad beatings last year. Can Rich pull a perfect tonight? That's definitely not my department. Can I dunk? No. Not on a regulation size rim. I can touch the rim, but I can't dunk. Will there ever be a way? Why am I answering those? Will there ever be a way to switch which cards are locked in a mission if you have more than one? No. Yes, there's check boxes, as long as you haven't locked it already. But if you want to change, like, for example, if you have one on your reserve and one on your inactives, on the right-hand side of the screen, there is a ordering option to change that. Will we have new card sets in the coming weeks? Yes, we have trade deadline next week, and then Face of the Franchise 2, and then Future Legend update set, and then Face of the Franchise 3, and then I don't remember after that. Am I ripping packs tonight? Not on stream. $4 US or CAD? Oh, I ain't paying $4 any currency more. Any chance you get more granular? API, I'd like to do that someday. I think it's something we'd like to improve. Yeah, the train and drop was bad. What's one step per? Okay, guys. Oh my God, I made it to the bottom. Adding COVID as an injury in OTP? No, absolutely not. We have been very, very clear that that will not be happening. Go to Super Smash Bros. Character. Marth, Ganondorf, and Cloud. Are you ever going to scale live ratings? That's a hard line to go down. There's always going to be that separation between live and historical for a multitude of reasons. Can I do earlier streams? Not a chance. Sorry. Quebec City or Toronto? Toronto. Is OTP going to get the new rules? Yes. In the main game, there will be a live start, quick start with all of the new rules as far as I know. I know there's some, they're still trying to work out the mechanics of it, but there is going to be a update at some point with some updated rule changes for this year. Hitman, I watched it already. Was Baseball Stars the greatest game ever? No, but it's a heck of a good baseball game. Any plans in the future to lock players to specific years? We are working to improve tournament configuration options, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Do I ever ask questions on Discord? No. I mean, answer a lot of them, but most you'll pay for a beer at the ballpark? $10. I won't pay any more than that. How many Pringles chips can I fit in my mouth without breaking one? 14. Soon TM. Okay, now we're getting way simple enigma. Yeah, they are working on a live start for the 60-game season that you'll be able to play. Answered the mobile question earlier. I don't have any updates on mobile. It's going, guys. I know everybody wants the mobile, but listen, it's one of those things that it has to be done right. And as we do with all things we do, when it's ready and we know it's ready and we feel it's ready and it is ready is when you'll be able to play it. All right. I think that's going to do it, chat. I got to go get ready for the missions and stuff, which we're uploading in 18 minutes. 18 minutes. You'll be able to get a hold of these right here. Yeah, 18 minutes. You'll be able to find them in packs. You'll be able to complete the missions. I look forward to seeing what everybody thinks. I'm going to be monitoring feedback over the next couple of days and into the weekend to see what you guys think of them. Remember, guys, sweet potato fries or regular fries? Depends. Crispy sweet potato fries are God-tier snack food. But regular fries, I mean, if regular fries, if they're the good kind of fries. Great question. Any update on drops? We are actively working on drops still. My understanding is we may be ready to test a few things internally next week. We are still committed to bringing Twitch drops to the channel. And when I have something more concrete to tell you guys, I will. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for me. Rich is going to be here in about 15 minutes with his playoff prep stream. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt and not saying it's a relegation stream this week. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Make sure you guys follow the channel. If you guys are brand new to the Twitch channel, make sure you guys hit that follow down below. Turn the notifications on. If you're watching on your mobile device, tap the screen, hit the heart, hit us with a follow. We recently passed 4,000 followers. We're on our way to 5,000 followers, and we couldn't do it without each and every one of you people coming by. Make sure you follow us all over the internet as well. Our face of the franchise, historical cards? Yes. Yes, they are historical cards. Great question. Great question, Dave. Make sure you guys follow us all over the internet, guys. Facebook.com/OOTPBaseball, Twitter.com/OOTPBaseball, and Twitter.com/OOTPPerfectTeam, Discord.gg/OOTP, forums.OOTPdevelopments.com, Instagram.com/OOTPPerfectTeam, and Instagram.com/OOTPBaseball. I don't know where else you can follow us. MySpace, Imgur. Hit me on the Snapchat. Don't hit me on the Snapchat, please. You can get them in any packs. Any packs that have the chance of paying out a perfect, you have a chance to get it. So there you have it, folks. That's going to do it for me. I have been Chris Jardine, a.k.a. Snaggle J, Community and that's not my title anymore. Director of Live Content Services. We're out of the park baseball, guys. Thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. And until next time, keep swinging for the fences.